really wanted to like REsimpli, but instead it ended up eating literally the entire beginning of my work week. I'm talking 3 days just to figure out how to make this website work for me and be productive. First of all, I just want to say this isn't a hate video, and I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm a small-time channel. I'm a small-time operation. And that's probably where a lot of the beef comes from. My husband and I are literally a mom and pop shop. We are literally parents. We have 2 young children, and we call ourselves mom and pop properties. That tells you everything you need to know about our operation. Everybody's talking about REsimpli because they market themselves as an all-in-one website, which is true. They are all-in-one, but that's actually the problem. There is a steep learning curve. There's so much customization. There's so much clicking through to figure out where everything is. Granted, they do give you a sign-on agent to help you figure out all this stuff, but their time is limited and we couldn't find a time slot that really lined up with ours to help explain where everything was. So I was sitting there for the first 3 days, like I said earlier, trying to figure out where everything was. So they really do CRM, they do marketing, they do skip tracing, they help with follow-ups, the whole thing, right? But the thing is that we kind of already have our own system in place. It doesn't do anything that you can't already do in a Google document if you're a small mom and pop. And not to mention like all the customizations and all that stuff, it's like what's stopping me from just doing the same thing in Google Sheets? Honestly, my husband and I usually work out of Google Sheets for everything else. We've been working out of Google Sheets for years. We've been doing this for 7 years and we haven't had a problem. But we thought, hey, you know what? Let's check this out. Maybe this is going to help streamline everything. We really need the help with productivity. We really need the help with getting things in order because our children are so small at this season of life. Every moment kind of counts for us. So a productivity tool that would have helped us streamline things would have very much been useful. So there's a time, money cost with this program. There is a learning curve. There's a lot of time spent watching tutorials. There's times fixing mistakes. There's time trying to figure out like, okay, what's our flow gonna be here? And if you already have a flow, like if you're already working a certain way, it's just gonna slow you down. Like it really slowed us down. I could have probably reached out to so many people in the time that I was trying to figure out REsimpli, but instead I was just, figuring it out. This is definitely for bigger wholesalers, people with enormous teams or teams that are certainly more than 2 people, or people that have a lot of time in their hands, people that don't have young children. To be fair, I understand why people really like this because yes, it really does have everything there for you. But if you don't have the patience to learn it, if you're not willing to spend maybe even weeks setting everything up, then it's not gonna be for you. If you work well out of Google Sheets and Google Docs, just keep doing that. Not to mention when I started looking into the nitty-gritty, some things are more expensive or not as cost-effective in REsimpli. For instance, you can use it for mailers, but I looked into it and the mailers are actually way more expensive than you would get with a different alternative. Then they also try to upsell you on all these AI tools. So all those AI tools would totally help if you're operating at a pretty big level, you have a lot of employees. That's just really not where we're operating at all. I don't find that the AI tools are gonna be helpful for our literal mom and pop situation. I don't think people are gonna respond to that very well in the area that we're working in, which is Middle Tennessee. It really is more mom and pop hospitality and people want to deal with real people here versus an AI or a virtual assistant. So yep, that's basically been my week. It was very frustrating and I would not recommend it for people that are starting or people that are small. But if you're hitting that upward momentum, if you're pretty big already, then it's probably going to help you a lot. But for me, it was more stress than it was worth, for sure. So I'm going to cancel my free trial. I didn't even make it to the 14 days at all. I didn't even make it to 1 week before I realized, oh, you know what? This is an enormous waste of time. We already have systems in place. So if this saved you some time, stress, maybe swayed you one way or the other, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you use REsimpli or switch to something better. And if you're interested in this kind of stuff, my husband and I do reviews, DIY projects, and we talk math and money every now and then. We try to help people make decisions on this channel. So like and subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. Take care.